Well, hello there, humans, hippies, earthlings, whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, and if you're lucky enough indeed to be doing it. So today, we're going to be looking at three very, very different videos. Today is patch day. Today we're going to have a T49 video, and then an AMX Premiere video, and then an Object 140 video. We're going from 8 to 9 to 10. And this is a subscriber replay. This is from one of my subscribers, a young kid called Sk8 Meadsy. He tells me he started his own YouTube channel and that he's put so many T49 videos on his YouTube channel that he's not allowed to put any more on. His mum and dad said, if you put any more T49 videos on your channel, Mr. Sk8 Meadsy, I'm going to have to ground you and take away all your pocket money. So, Sk8, little Sk8, this one's for you in the T49. Now, that is actually a little bit facetious, but don't worry about that. We'll have a little one from another young man called Meadsy directly after this in the AMX Premiere. He loves that tank, and he's having the same issues. He says he's got a YouTube channel. He really likes playing the tank games, and he can't put any more of the Premiere videos on his YouTube channel because his mum and dad will also ground him. And that is why they're using an idiot like me to promote their content on my channel, which is cool because we're all friends in the contributor family. Now, Sk8 loves the T49, and I'm not kidding here. The guy is just an absolute T49 addict. In a lot the same way as I just can't stop playing the Centurion 7-1, he has the same kind of feelings and deep T49 affiliations that he doesn't dare talk about that keep him awake deep into the night. And this is a great T49 game. I've already watched it through, and I can tell you without a shadow of a doubt, you are going to get your money's worth here, boys and girls. And it is everything that the T49 is all about. Sk8's a past master at this little number. One of the things that T49 does really, really well is be a light tank. And people don't give it enough credit for that. They think it's just a big blunderbuss going around the field, throwing shells the size of small humans at other large armoured vehicles. And it just isn't that. It is certainly something that has a ridiculously big gun. Oh, you salivate when you see that Sp1C walk into the car park. But it's also a proper light tank. It has proper light tank characteristics, i.e. it's got excellent camouflage and excellent mobility. And you can see Sk8 putting both those to full effect here as he gets a full 700 hit point roll into the sides of Franz Ferdinand. It's now 1 on 5. So you're thinking that the numbers are against our protagonist here. But all he's got to do is slip across the top here. He resets his camo and just ducks out, takes a quick shot. And now he's rolling. The SP1C gets a little bit flustered and should have really taken his time with that shot. Now, Sk8's got right under the gun here. He's legging it way down south. And this is where you can see those light tank characteristics come in. 71 kilometers an hour, 72 kilometers an hour, 73, 74, 75. There is no catching this thing when it gets rolling. It's proper fast. And that is something that often gets overlooked in the wash-up at the end of the day. Here we go. T49 alone. Lego player. I think he means he's had a lot to drink. He's legless. Is that what he means? Look at that no-scope. I'm one of the most no-scope appreciative human beings on the planet. Not afraid to lose a few hit points to Sk8, and he's chunking on through the middle here. Very, very nearly runs into that rock. Great work evading. Eyeballing that SP1C. There's a kill there available if you can just get a hold of it. Hang on. Takes a bang. Oh, that's that windmill. Someone put a windmill there. Move. I have no idea how that bounced, and that is indeed a very regretful bounce on the part of the Super Pershing. Now, Sk8's reset his camo here, and he's doing what every good sneaky grub does. He's reset the camo, and he's now going back in exactly the same direction that he just fled, which completely bamboozles the bad guys. How about that for a quick shot? Come on, buddy. Pour it on. Get past. He's got to get down here before that TCS. Yes, evades. All he's going to do now is take out an IS-3, a Super Pershing, both tanks that are not exactly soft when it comes to HE protection. But if he can get around here behind the IS-3, he can certainly heat him. And he doesn't stop to ask for permission. Just bashes one straight in, resets a high cap, and gets ready to rumble further up the tactical leaderboard. Now, here we go. We just saw him do this before. You watch. He's dropped off the radar. Fearless freak, this kid. He's dropped off the radar. He's going to now double back around and put a little bit of action into that Super Pershing. Now, there he is. There's a Super P, all ready to go. Sk8 lobs up on top. Look at this. 287, only the HE, but that's all you got to do. He's just got to keep repeating this process, and he's got plenty of time left to do it in. Although he doesn't have the hit points, although he's a one-shot, he's resetting that light tank camo, and that means that when he moves, he is completely invisible. And you can see the Super Pershing spotted, but he quite simply cannot see. All he's going to do is get one good HE shell in, and he gets a max roll bonza. So that's a great game there from Sk8. Lovely work. Mastery badge, Kolomanovsky, 6 big kills, Top Gun, high caliber. That other one with the red that's got the flags on it that everyone gets very excited about, no doubt. Loses 6,837 gold, though, or credits, because he was basically a premo spamming noob, which is a bit unfortunate, but you get that when you're in the T49. You've got to fire that heat. You've got no options. It's fire heat or come second. And we weren't coming second there. We were going to come first. Now, this is another young YouTuber doing his best to break into the world of YouTube. And he was nice enough to send me along a little letter with this video. It said, "Dear Bushka, I'm a huge fan. I've learned so much from watching your videos. You're a really, really good tanker. I wish one day I could be as good as you. Here's a video I did the other day. It's not very good. I don't do very much damage, but hopefully you'll feature it on your channel. Love, Meadsy69. So thanks very much for the kind words there, Meadsy69. Hope you're doing well at school. Let's have a look at your video. AMX Premier. This is a hell of a tank. Now, I'm on record as saying that this is an absolute thunder wizard tank. Oh, I just made that up. Thunder wizard tank. It's very, very good. And Meadsy loves this thing, and I don't blame him. I mentioned the Centurion 7-1 just a little bit earlier. This has got a lot in common with the Cent 7-1. A nice turret that's actually a lot stronger than people realise. Decent gun, good gun depression. It's a little bit more mobile than the 7-1, but doesn't quite have the kick on the laser beam or the Hesh. But Meadsy's in a tier 10 game, and I love these games because this thing is being played within an inch of its life. Super aggressive, the Meads here. He's getting up, getting across. That T-54 there only has 5 degrees of gun depression. So he's struggling to actually get shots in the Meadsy. He's basically persona non grata as far as Meadsy's concerned. He can go and have his way with that AMX 5120 over there. And we say adieu to Strana in the AMX 5120. Now that E50 is going to feature pretty heavily in this replay. That E50M. He is the big issue here for Meadsy. Meadsy can't really poke here because every time he gets up there, that E50M is going to spot him. So he's hoping to get a little bit of relief, and he does. He gets around that corner without getting spotted and gets a nice shot in. Now that E50M has moved along. He's getting lovely shots into the T. Oh, hang on, Dorothy. Someone just turned up on the left. Now that is a 215B coupled with an IS-8, right? So that's bad news, bears, for Meadsy. He really does not want to eat a shot from that 215B. And just as he goes to shoot the 15B, spots the IS-8, so the shot goes pointlessly into the tracks of the IS-8, and things are just looking really rough here. He's pushed right up. He's been spotting targets. He's playing this as a frontline heavy just about, and he can't really peek too much, because if he peeks while that 54 is proximity spotting him, he's going to get dusted. Now the 54 loses his cool and makes a hit point trade and just gets away with it. That was nearly cost him his entire hit point pool. Far too aggressive there. Meadsy's got 4 tanks that, well, he knows where 4 tanks are. There's one unspotted. There we go, he's popped up again. So now we've got all 5 red tanks on the board, and things get a little bit easier. Meadsy clears that last target, helps out his T-57, who just tapped into that T-57 on the enemy team. And now he's going to pop around here, and he'll happily exchange shots to clear the 54, but he'd even more happily just shoot the guy and not take one back. Unfortunately, we can't always get what we want, and he's got to take what was on offer. And what was on offer was a gun clearing opportunity. So he did that. Now back around here we go. There's an IS-8, an E50M, and an FV215B 183 left. Now the 183 misses his shot, blows a clear shot on that IS-8, which was really, really unfortunate for him. But, you know, I don't mind seeing an 183 go down anytime. I think 183s are fantastic vehicles and lots of fun for someone else to play. But I digress. So now it's 2-on-2. The Meads and the T57 Heavy. Now, he's working the magic down here, not taking any shots back. And I've got to point out, there is a very, very cool passage of play coming up. Meadsy's pushing down and around. The E50M is pushing into him. He hugs the wall, really hugs the wall. This is great play, this. Tracks the tank, keeps him in place and keeps himself under the gun where he doesn't take a shot. Pushes around, tracks him again, gets a shot in, which really slows down the E50M, makes him blow his kit, gives Meadsy enough time to get another one in the barrel, which means he turns this into a 2-4-1. All he has to do is reload slightly quicker, and he's got it. Bang! Great game from the Meadsy 69. Thanks very much for your letter. I appreciate it. I put it up on my wall. Great to know that I can cater to that younger demographic as well. Meadsy, well done. Really enjoyed that one. 5,534 damages, 1,840 XP, 4 kills, absolute extraordinarily large amounts of XP there. He got 5 targets spotted up and had about 1,000 spotting damage, but really, that's playing the frontline deluxe in what is not renowned as a frontline deluxe tank. But that little spot Meadsy was in is low-key OP. It's very much like the middle of the canyon map. If you can get in there and get nasty, you can make a whole lot of love. Finally, we have... this is great. We have my amigo from Sk8. This is Tank Pro _7. Now, this is a great game. This 140 game is absolutely good and gorgeous and all kinds of great, but I particularly like it because the IS4 on the red team and the kudos he gives to our amigo here from the Sk8 clan. Great work there too. Hat tip to young players. If you're just kicking off, did you see how he spotted the E100? The E100 was already pre-aimed on this area. And then what he did was he moved backwards and pressed the button after he'd started moving backwards. So he actually got a shot in without being exposed when he popped. So he didn't get hit by the E100. And then he moved back into the brush again and just exposed that upper glacis, which is what the E100 really didn't want to be doing, was shooting into that upper glacis. It was the only part of the tank really that was going to bounce him, and it's the best part of the Object 140's armor profile. It's got a much better upper plate than the T62A, and that's really where it makes its money. Working on those little corner shots like you saw there is where Tank Pro can get a little bit of love. Now, things are getting pretty tense here. Tank Pro has been pushed on. There's 2 big Soviet heavies there. Well, one Soviet, one Chinese. And they have pushed into the sides of the IS-7. So what Tank Pro's doing is, this is a pretty valid move in my opinion. He's moved up here and has started putting shots into the WZ-114. 11114, like, great name, who does the wrong thing. He should have stuck with the IS-7, cleared that target, and then turned around into Tank Pro. But in the end, the IS-4 clears the target over there, and Tank Pro clears the WZ-11114. Here comes the IS-4. I love this sequence of play. This is absolutely gorgeous. Gets a great shot in, is right whipped around. Now, that's not a slow heavy, but if you can put it in a situation like this, you can really tear it apart. And he is racing that turret. This is called the Circle of Death, and this is an absolute 100% generic must-watch part of this gameplay. If you want to learn how medium tanks can decimate heavy tanks in the tight and in the close, this is your go-to move, the Circle of Death. Just constantly working around. Now, the IS-4, a little bit late, does the movement towards the carcass of his amigo, so he increases the circle that Tank Pro has to go around, but it's too late, and Tank Pro is already killing him, kicking him, and moving onwards. And then there he goes. I love that. Object, you are too good. What a great thing to see in Blitz. You talk... And he LOL says Tank Pro. You see so much negativity in this game. Isn't it wonderful to see someone that just gets hands down beat, not carrying on like, BS, Russian bias. You're full of it. Oh, you just got lucky. You suck. I was lagging. Whatever. He just goes, object, you are too good. What a legend. What a great bloke. Really made my day seeing this replay. I get so many replays that I don't feature because some of the salt is just off the charts. And then you get something like that where someone's just like, you know what, buddy, that was a hell of a game. You really played your ass off. And indeed he did. Tank Pro _7, just farming up the damage now. He's had a whale of a game. He's shown some great fundamentals. And at the end of the day, if you've got good fundamentals, everything else tends to fall into place. I'm Bushka on Blitz. I hope you enjoyed those videos. Just a little bit of light-hearted love at the expense of my mates Sk8 and Meadsy at the start there. But I really wanted to feature a couple of big damage games, and that was perfect. 7,077 damage from Tank Pro 7. My apologies, amigo. I've been calling you the wrong thing the whole time. The Scout badge, the high caliber, the Top Gun, and the Mastery. And there you go, picking it up. 1800 XP again. That's what you get when you play with the big boys. I'm Bushka on Blitz. Hope you enjoy it, guys. Remember to subscribe, like the videos. All the liking and the subscribing helps me out with getting to the top of the YouTube algorithms, moving on up. So hit that like button. Like. And we'll be back for another dose of love, justice, and innuendo tomorrow. Enjoy yourselves and stay safe on the battlefield. Oh, I'm going to break down patch 5.1 tomorrow. Hope you enjoy it. Bye-bye.